Okay, kiddo, so today is our Greek and Latin root lesson 13. Do not forget to use presentation mode because a lot of the animations and links only work when you're using presentation mode. So let's go over our list of roots we've learned so far. And as you can see, our roots have accumulated. We've learned quite a bit. So our first one is tele, and then phon, phone, graph, gram, scop, scope, micro, viz, vid, auto, bio, ology, ologist, cycle, una, bi, di, do, duo, tri, quad, quart, tetra, quint, pent, hex, and tract. So from our last root, which was from last week, you can remember that I gave you a picture of a tractor, a contract, and subtraction problem. And we learned that that root for all of those words, the one thing they had in common was tract, which means to pull, drag away, push, or take away. All of those kind of apply and mean the same thing. So don't forget to title today's lesson. It is lesson 13. Today's date is 12/8/2019. And here's a hint about what our root for this week is. So here's a calendar of 2019. Go ahead and think about it, take a guess. I will tell you that this one is really hard because really this hint, the calendar has kind of changed over the years from what it was originally intended, and I'll explain that more later. So I want you to think about the following question. How did we come up with the names for the months of the year? Well, they weren't just random. They were specifically chosen. So you can see I put an animation on the right. What I want you to do is click on each root. Our roots are sept, oct, non, nov, and dec, and deca, or des and desa. You can say it either way. So click on the root to find the definition. So for instance, if I click sept, it'll take you to septa. Septa, or before the vowels were changed, sept, and it was meaning seven, and it came from the Latin septum, so seven. That's our first root. Then if we click on oct, it came from octa, but before the vowels were added, it was just oct, and it was Greek for 8. So we jumped from a Latin to a Greek, and then non-nov. And I left this on November because it came from the Latin novembris, or novum, which meant 9. So our root non-nov means 9. So we went from Latin to Greek, back to Latin. And our last one, dec, deca, or des, desa. And it is from the metric system, and it denotes 1/10. But desa is French for 10, and then deca, or dec, comes from Latin 10th. So go ahead and please add those to your notebook, and you may do so by, adding in your graphic organizer. And since you have 4 roots for the week, if you would add 1 root to each part of the graphic organizer and find a related word, which you should easily do since I have given you months, and then give me the definitions. So do that, and then use them in sentences down below. Don't forget to take your quiz and try to make a 100% on it.